Hello, welcome to Algorithms. My name is Saurabh, and today we are going to discuss about the future of network security and cloud. With the digital transformation, every business is moving to cloud, and nowadays the network security architecture that places the enterprise data center at the center of connectivity requirements are becoming more of a resistance uh, because of the nature of requirements of digital business. Now, the digital business and edge computing have completely different access requirements because they have more users, number of devices are increasing, applications are increasing, and so on and so forth. Similarly, they have a different encryption requirements. So let's look at some of the facts and discuss, okay, what is the solution, because somewhere we need to address those business goals in order to make sure that we have the right level of network infrastructure plus network security in place, and what are the frameworks available in the market, and how do we address, or what is as is state. So we know, as I said, the enterprise data center is no longer the center of access requirement for users and devices. Digital businesses, as I said, are moving towards SaaS, cloud-based devices, cloud-based services. Emerging computing platforms are putting more pressure on the network because they want to deliver content right on time to the end users. So there is a lot going on in the network space as well as network security space, and these are the key drivers that why we need to have a very strong solution or a very strong framework in that area. So as I said, number of users are increasing, workload is more on IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service. More applications consumed via SaaS than consumed from enterprise infrastructure. Sensitive data located outside of enterprise data center in cloud service than inside your data centers. More user traffic coming towards public cloud services than to your enterprise data center. Uh, Different offices across the globe of an organization are accessing different applications located in cloud rather than going to data centers. So this is things, the world is changing, and with the digital transformation there is a lot of expectation from the network folks, from the security folks. Now if you have heard about Gartner Secure Access Service Edge framework, which is also known as SASE framework. So what it does is, what they have done some analysis, and they have looked at what the different data points I just explained. Those are the data points they looked at, and based upon those data points, they realized that there are different type of consumers of applications. So employee is one type of consumer, contractors, your customers. So, and the need for access and the speed and the security is different for each category. Now how do we address, because our network infrastructure and security is not so dynamic. So they suggested a convergence, because we are moving to cloud, and cloud is providing network as a service. Now they have security as a service as well, where they are providing a lot of security products. So what they have suggested is a convergence of network and security, so that their offerings around sensitive data awareness, threat detection, and different aspects like firewall and so on and so forth. So that has to be converged, and those offerings have to be more concrete in terms of how we secure our network, and how we implement security controls. Because at this point of time, any organization you look at, they are handling a network separately than security. There is a separate security team. Even the cloud vendor offerings are siloed in nature, because they are not offering any dynamic environment where you have both, where you have best of both the worlds. And that's the challenge for the organizations, that how do they come up with that dynamic approach where they make sure that the content delivery to their consumers, which are customers, is right on time. At the same time, they need to make sure that contractors and partners who are accessing their environment are doing it in a very secure manner. Similarly, there is no insider threat from remote employees plus employees, those who are inside the data centers as well, or those who are managing sensitive data. So these are very common requirements, and the business goals are not met uh, because the way it is structured now. So this kind of framework will address some of the challenges in future. And according to Gartner, what they have suggested, that by 2025, at least one of the leading IaaS provider, means cloud provider, will offer a competitive suite of SaaS capabilities. So there are a lot of capabilities in the SASE framework, and by 2025 means we are still 5 years away from having a full implementation of SASE framework. But I guess this is a good beginning for people to start thinking in that direction. And when they are implementing security products and network products, or that they are looking at the convergence of the infrastructure within their organization, they are looking at these frameworks and making sure that they are aligning themselves so that they are prepared for the future, as well as the way they are securing their environment is pretty strong. And they are making sure that people who belong to different category of consumer, they are getting the right access. At the same time, the network is secure, the organization perimeter is secure. Now, in the next presentation, I am going to cover some of the use cases. What are the use cases, and how a specific solution can be dynamically delivered to that use case with just one infrastructure in place, which has got different components in it. That is more of a conceptual architecture, and I would like enterprise architects to have a look at it. And when they talk to their solution architect team, security architect team, they start to build those reference architectures in their organization to align with these SASE frameworks, so that their organizations are addressing the needs that they have now, plus cover for future as well. I guess this is it from my side. Thank you very much for watching.